So, hey, my name's Dave Lockwood. I'm with Remove It Pros Demolition, and this is our vlog, journaling our journey into doing a couple different things. One is opening up a second location, which is going to be up in Sarasota, Florida, which is 100 miles from here. The other is putting out a book on how to get rich from junk removal. I don't know how else to say it. That's basically it. We did it, and we have morphed into more businesses. We have multiple streams of income that have been created that all started with the junk removal business being able to support the initial, first to support us as a family, and second of all to build momentum so that we could go ahead and start the other things that we have been doing. So what we do that's different is we look at everything from a scavenger standpoint. We look at things when we go to demo and we say, okay, can I resell this kitchen? Can I resell this vanity? Can I resell this toilet? Can I resell this couch they left? Oh, it's got a stain on it. Can I clean that stain? Can I resell all the stuff they left in the garage up on the shelves that are worth hundreds of dollars? Can I resell the gym shoes that are in the closet that they left behind? Can I sell the kitchen utensils and things like that? So those are the things that we deal with. And then I could go on. There's a long list. What about the refrigerator, the stove, the washer, the dryer? You know, everything takes effort. So if a lot of people, they're really, really busy, they make good money doing other things, or they don't make good money doing other things, and they're so busy that they really can't get to this stuff. So what happens is these kind of things, they either call a junk removal company or they do a demo and they throw them on the dumpster. You know, it's all about time and money. So if you don't have the time and you don't have the money to do these things, then what happens is the stuff just ends up going into the dump, and which is no good for anybody. So what we did is through the trial and error of our experiences after a real estate crash, which I was heavily into real estate before that happened, and what happened is I was trying to survive and go back into the real estate business when it recovered. So what happened is I'm driving around and I'm starting to realize I've got $100 in my pocket all the time, then $1,000, and then $3,000 and $5,000, and I'm like, maybe I'm looking at this all wrong. Because I'll tell you what, real estate's the only business I've ever been in where I could do everything right and still cannot get paid, and that happened a lot, and it's sad. And me being an entrepreneur, my tolerance for people who can't make decisions and people who aren't clear on their goals and so on and so forth is not very high. So it was frustrating. I was stressed out a lot. So the stress that I carried back when I was building houses and renovating houses and I owned all these houses, the amount of stress that I carried back then, if what happened in 2006, 7, and 8 didn't happen, I probably wouldn't be here. I would have died from a heart attack, or I would have died from stress-related problems. It was to the point where sometimes my neck would get so locked up, I'd go to the chiropractor, every day trying to get it loosened up. So the nice thing about this business is I'm making money coming and I'm making money going, and it's really a beautiful thing. And then the multiple streams of income. So we started with the junk removal business, which morphed into the demolition business, which then we created, we did concrete cutting, and now we're doing building demolitions with machines. We started this demolition business and did no machine-driven demo for about 10 years. We didn't do any until after Ian hit here in Florida. And then we walked right into that business because of our good reputation. And we're working with the same guys doing the renovations that are doing the building here. This is a very small area, and we had the clout and the reputation, and they gave us a chance, and they knew that we could handle it. So what we did in response to that is we didn't just hire anybody. We hired the best guy we could find. And we hired a guy that was very experienced and that could do this. Now, Logan can tear houses down. I can tear houses down. Talon can tear houses down. We know that, but it's not a good use of our time because we're busy running the company. So we've been doing this since 2014, and now we are heading to Sarasota. We've actually gone to Sarasota 2 other times, and both times we ended up, we didn't retreat or anything. We just couldn't keep up. So we had so much business here, and I only had 20, I think we got 25 vans or 20, we can run 25 crews. I think we got like 23 vans and dump trailers that we can run. But anyway, that's a lot. So to run them here, once we get to our season, which is starts about April 15th, and it runs to, sometimes it runs till the tail end of August. Sometimes it runs all the way to October. It just depends on what the temperature is out there. The wonderful thing about the area that we're in, we specifically chose it for a lot of reasons. Through trial and error, we found out that when we drove to Naples to pick something up, doing junk removal, or to do a demo in Naples, they weren't interested in trying to get it done for the cheapest price they possibly can. They were interested in getting it done and getting it done right and getting it done completely. And that's where we really prospered, because that's the key to this whole thing. There's a bunch of little things that we do that are, a lot of people would call them common sense. I think that common sense a lot of times is not very common because people have been taught not to think. They've been taught to follow. And unfortunately, all the thinking's been done for most of these guys. A lot of these guys that work for me, and a lot of the guys that work for me, they made poor life choices, and they're able to make very good money with us if they'll follow our simple rules. So, and the rules are really basic things like, show up on time. Call the customer before you go to the job. Once you get to the job, what's the first thing you do? Turn the water off. Then you turn the HVAC system off. So all these things we've learned through trial and error. And once you do that and you have the formula that we use, it just creates success. Now, going to Sarasota, now we're learning. I've done Google ads for 20 years. I've never done them religiously for 20 years because, or gotten very good at it because our word of mouth was so strong. So we do a job for a guy, and then we did all of his demo from then on. And then he would tell other people about us. And then what we did is we make them more valuable to their customer because we do the horse crap that they don't want to do. And we do it all in one shot. We come in and we'll knock out the cabinets, the flooring, the walls they want removed, whatever concrete it is, and we haul it away every day. And we communicate, and at the tail end of the job, we walk it with them to make sure we got everything done. So it works out really well. So because of that, we have an extraordinary number of Google reviews, which for companies like the construction business, you don't really get that many Google reviews. Now we get them because guess what? We stand out. We show up on time, and if we're late or if there's a truck problem, we call them and say, hey, got a flat tire. I'll be there really soon. So on and so forth. So all these things are very much appreciated by the customers. And you see it inside of our Google reviews and stuff like that. So right now, working on a third book. We got a book on junk removal, got a book on demo, junk removal through demo, and then we have a book that we're putting out on how to repurpose stuff, how to take you get stuff from any source and how to repurpose it. And we think that that's going to be a very powerful thing for people, and not show it from what our opinion is, but show it from our track record. Our track record is very strong. We've been doing the junk removal part of this for 17 years. We've been doing the demo part of this religiously since 2010, as Remove It Pros since 2014. So, at any rate, this is Dave Lockwood, Remove It Pros Demolition, and this is taking you on the journey that we're on to to open up multiple locations and to add impact to the world, showing people how to do this hybrid business we do that combines repurposing, junk removal, and demolition. So I'll see you on the next video.